When you're leading through a crisis, there are a series of shockwaves that are going to hit you, your team, and your business. If you know what they are and you have a model to think through their implications, then you can be ahead of the curve. You can lead your team and your business and anticipate what's going to be happening. Let me run you through very quickly these three phases that you'll need to be leading yourself and your team through. First of all, it's a phase of chaos and confusion. It's when everything hits. It's when coronavirus hits. It's when you suddenly realize it's all going to be different. It's when people suddenly realize their safety is threatened or their business financial security is threatened. Basically, at this point, there's chaos, there's confusion, fear is kicking in, and there's adrenaline. So there's suddenly high energy because you're in survival mode, and everybody is just looking at how they can stay safe and get through the imminent danger. This is the phase for reaction. Here you react. You lead with protective action, immediate defensive moves to stabilize your health, your business, your financials, morale, whatever it is, urgent things that you need to do. So you focus on action and you lead with empathy. People around you are going to be concerned, fearful. They're going to have tunnel vision. It's fight or flight, and they're likely to be focusing in on just the immediate tasks that need doing. There's no innovation, there's no creativity apart from the creativity of how do we get out of this immediate danger. So lead with empathy, focus on action. After a period of react, we then move into what I call the reconfigure period. This is marked by a sudden energy drop. People realize this was not just a blip, but there is now a long-term future that is emerging and is going to require quite some readaptation. So there's energy drop, there's frustration because people feel they should be more productive and really making moves in this new world. And yet they're not able to. They've lost the energy. They're not quite sure which way to move. There's a lot of guilt. Am I doing enough? Coming in, and there's really a decision that people are going to have to make in this moment. Are we going to endure this and just put up with it and get through it, or are we going to thrive and find the opportunities? This phase I call reconfigure because it's about establishing what's important now. Some things are no longer important and can be set to one side. So it's about reconfiguring priorities, your own personal rhythms, your rhythms as a team, and it's about simplifying. Do fewer things better, focus on immediate problems and immediate opportunities and quick wins that is being presented. It's a moment where companies will really diverge. Some will start to see a brighter future, others will fade faster into irrelevance. It's where within companies, you'll start to see, these are the leaders who are really being strategic and bold, and these are the leaders who actually are falling behind in this new world. So in Reconfigure, it's about accepting that the energy is going to drop a bit, the motivation is going to drop, but actually simplifying in to the core activities will be key for you as a leader. The third phase is marked by acceleration and overload as everything starts to come back, as markets take off, as demand comes back, as financial transactions, M&A, start to happen. Distractions will come back. You'll be perhaps back in the office more with more customers. There'll be more opportunities and lots of things to take you off focus. And there'll be more drama as suddenly people are jostling for position, for recognition, all that stuff that we found we perhaps left behind in the earlier phases starts to come back. So there is this new reality emerging and a new hope for what it could look like. But there's a need to recommit because the new world is not going to be like the old world, and there's going to be a new requirement for energy and urgency and results. This is where companies are going to be quite hard, probably on employees. There might be plenty of people available on the market, plenty of initiatives and things they want to drive, and plenty of financial results they need to retrap, that's a French word, where they need to catch up. So, recommit to this new reality and to the energy that you're going to need. Focus on innovating, strategizing, and scaling fast to catch the wave, and to lead at that point with urgency and energy. So you have these three phases: react, reconfigure, and recommit. Starts off with corrective action, protection, empathy, moves to reconfiguring new rhythms and new routines, and focusing in on solving the new problems and new opportunities that are emerging. Fewer things, but better. And then there is going to be this wave of scaling and energy and a new set of stress coming this really from overload and acceleration and new opportunities. Now, if you understand this, you'll start to see where you are, where your business is, and where your team are and customers on this journey. Now, there's plenty of further details we can go into about what leadership looks like, what team management looks like, and what innovating and leading your customers looks like in each of these phases. If you're interested, then head over to the X Quadrant website and subscribe to the Insider, which is the newsletter where I describe these things in a lot more detail and provide other leadership tools. And finally, let me know where you feel you are and where's your business right now on this spectrum.